Hey guys, it's this game, interesting. This game, Ontario 194, 50-cent Bulletproof edition, PS2 game. So
the story was good.
I think the setup for this game is like, hey 50 Cent, you're super popular in 2005. Do you want to have your own game? Yeah,
all the money.
Yes, and
the story is basically like his how he got shot, like
pretty
9
much.
times.
We played through the first level and we played for like 80 minutes, and it's how 50 Cent got his bullet wounds. It's like a coming of age story for 50 Cent.
A tale of love, revenge.
This game is not an amazing game. I think we played on an emulator because it's easier not to drag out the hardware.
But at the very least, it's a lot more playable.
It's just so over the top. It's almost silly. Like it's almost a parody of what you imagine a gangster game. I mean,
it's so bad it's good.
Exactly, and it's hilarious because like 50 Cent has all these like lines that like he's trying to be tough, but because it's
bury 'em bitches.
Yes, because it's in a game where you know it's a different medium than rap music, and it's got what 4 CDs worth of 50 Cent music, and yeah. I like the music. I think the music's really it gets you in the mood. You feel sort of like your own gangsta. And but it's so hilarious. Like the enemies will just be like pointing at the wall, and like they'll just be and totally take out the enemy, and they'll just like take the bullet shots. So what's your experiences? I'm talking and you're yawning. So
yeah, my experiences with it are it's kind of difficult to play, but at the very least,
the camera is your greatest enemy in this game.
Yeah, and also cheap shots.
Yeah, there's a lot of cheap shots. Like you're 50 cents and you're looking up, and it's like, oh my god, I'm getting shot, and like,
or like when you're going on a corner, and you're like, I can't shoot.
yeah, that was like if you watch the Let's Play for this game, Nick doesn't usually freak out like this, but this game causes Nick to freak out, and I'm like, whoa, Nick, like this is like one of the few times I see Nick freaking out
on both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, in the game he pulls out an assault rifle, and he's like, he's done, so done with this game. And then I think
we had to resort to cheat codes.
The hit collision is kind of cheap. I don't understand how it works, but yeah, it definitely seems to be very unfair, very unbalanced. Like sometimes you totally, nail a guard, like right in the chest, and it's like you hit them in the head, or you hit them in the head, or you feel like you did, and then the game thinks you didn't. So very uneven, and like even when you get shot, it's like 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I find like like right next to you, sometimes they have like stormtrooper. That's what I was saying in the video. They have like stormtrooper aim, like they're like, and then your guys. Like, there's so much to.
There was like there's a feature-length Let's Play of Level 1 on YouTube, featuring both of us doing color commentary.
Yeah, but in that, like, there was
like this one point where he's shooting at your ally, shooting at you, and you.
Well, like right in front of you, like it's almost like a parody of a action movie. Like, I'll save you 50, and it's like, get out of the way, dude. Like, G unit, get G unit, deactivate. That's what it feels like. It's like you don't want your G unit there, and like sometimes, like I remember testing this game, and I was like, trying to get everything to work, and the green bar's out of the way because the emulation isn't usually perfect. And like I was just like shooting my own G units guy in the butt, like, get out of the way, you're in the way.
Yeah, good thing though they can't die, but the very last level is basically just like, hey, gonna ditch you guys, gonna take on the boss.
Yeah, well it's funny, they're either like, the AI is really weird how they look. Like 2 of the people on your team, I don't know their names, were just like aiming up and like walking along like, yo! And like, you're walking around like 50 Cent, and it's like, okay, my team is trying to be helpful, but they kind of get in the way at the same time too. But like, they're more of like action comedy. Like, they must be in a totally different game or movie.
Oh yeah, definitely. This plays like San Andreas, with 50% more craziness.
And if you don't watch our Let's Play video, you'll see that like there was just crazy stuff going on. Like we'd be walking down a street Not Hallway. What
We
am
should
I
probably
thinking?
make a highlight video of like the best
No,
of.
the people will have to watch it. But yeah, you'll be walking down like a street alley. That's what I was looking for. And all of a sudden there's an explosion and your screen shakes. And it's like, what the heck's going on?
Yeah, because some guy just shot like a
Yeah,
canister.
it's like, what did my team member just do in this game?
And like everything's blowing up, and it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Like the whole Earth is like, there's a major earthquake going on.
I'm
in Queens.
I'm wondering if this was secretly made by people who
Michael Bay.
who didn't like rock, who didn't like rap, and made this game to try and scare kids out of not playing this game.
It's like they made this game, and it's like, okay, how can we make an action game and add rap to it and make it funny at the same time? Like, there was one time I think you got a guy and he was like exploded towards you, and he like exploded in such a, he like got blown away in such an unnatural way. It was like, it's like, I don't know what he got hit with, but I don't think it's a shotgun.
Yeah.
It's such a comical game, and it's not intended to be comical.
And there was also some awesome like finishing moves, like he just
yeah, like over the top crazy killer moves. I don't think it's an amazing game.
I say just pick it up just because it's fun. I mean, I got frustrated.
It's a fun game.
I got frustrated at it, but really, it's a good kind of frustration.
The AI is hilarious. I mean, they're kind of cheap, but if they can't see you, they're like staring off at like, you don't even know what they're staring off at. And then they'll jump over barrels and like they'll shoot barrels. Like there was one dude that hanging around the barrel, like the guy on your team, like he dodged into an exploding barrel. I'm like,
you just reminded me.
Yeah.
50 Cent can tank explosions.
Yes, 50 Cent was beside the door that you have to blow away. And yeah.
Like right on top of the bomb.
Yeah, and he's like, doesn't flinch. Anyways, I think we should wrap up this video because we're like at 22 minutes and on the camera left. So
let's wrap it up. Pick it up.
It's a lot of fun. It's not an original game, but it's hilarious unintentionally.
Play it with friends and play it with beer.
Yes, I give it 10 50 cents out of 10 50 cents.
So $5.
Yes. All right.
Well, keep on gaming.
Keep on gaming. Bye.